What if the future of green energy suddenly slipped out of reach for millions? Imagine walking into a dealership hoping to buy your first electric vehicle, only to find the price has doubled overnight. Picture a family planning to install solar panels on their roof, only to abandon the idea as costs spiral out of control. These are not distant possibilities. They are fast approaching. In December, China, the global leader in strategic resources like graphite, announced tighter export controls to counter U.S. sanctions. In response, North American graphite producers proposed an extraordinary measure tariffs of up to 920% on Chinese battery metals. But what would such a drastic policy mean for electric vehicles, renewable energy, and consumer electronics? Could it reshape the global economy, or would it harm American consumers more than anyone else? Why did China enforce these export controls, and could the U.S. response backfire, creating more harm than good? Graphite is no ordinary material. It is the cornerstone of EV batteries, energy storage systems, and countless consumer devices, making it essential to the green energy transition. According to the United States Geological Survey, China produces 66% of the world's graphite and refines over 90% of naturally mined graphite. In 2023 alone, the U.S. imported 91,000 tons of graphite, with 77% coming from China. China's export controls have exposed a critical vulnerability in U.S. supply chains. With its heavy reliance on Chinese graphite, the U.S. faces significant challenges in maintaining its green energy goals. The stakes are monumental, not just for the EV industry, but for a wide range of sectors, from consumer electronics to national defense. The importance of graphite becomes even clearer when considering its pivotal role in meeting ambitious climate targets set by governments worldwide. Failing to secure this resource could mean falling behind in the global race to decarbonize. To grasp the broader implications, consider these numbers. Over the past 3 years, China's chip imports totaled $439.7 billion, $415.6 billion, and $349.4 billion. Nearly half of these, approximately $175 billion annually, came from the U.S. This underscores a strong interdependence, but China is rapidly shifting away from this reliance. Domestic investments in semiconductor research and development have allowed China to significantly reduce its dependency on American imports. This strategy extends to graphite and related industries. By 2024, over 50 projects in silicon carbide, a material critical for advanced semiconductors, are expected to achieve significant milestones. According to TrendForce, China's foundries will account for a 6% increase in global mature process semiconductor production capacity by 2025. These developments highlight China's efforts to bolster its domestic capabilities and insulate its economy from external pressures. Meanwhile, North American graphite producers are taking a combative stance. The American Active Anode Material Producers, a coalition of U.S. and Canadian companies, proposed a 920% tariff on Chinese battery metals. In a letter to U.S. trade officials, they argued that the current 25% tariff is insufficient to counter what they call unfair trade practices. Critics, including trade analysts and economists, have raised significant concerns. Unilateral tariff increases rarely resolve underlying structural issues. According to the Wall Street Journal, such a move could isolate the U.S. in global markets and significantly increase manufacturing costs domestically. Furthermore, retaliatory tariffs risk accelerating the fragmentation of global supply chains, leaving U.S. industries struggling to adapt. Smaller automakers and emerging clean energy startups in particular could find it nearly impossible to compete due to skyrocketing costs. These companies, already operating on slim margins, might face bankruptcy or consolidation, reducing innovation in critical industries. The implications of these policies extend far beyond electric vehicles. Consider the broader picture. Energy storage. Large-scale batteries used in renewable energy grids heavily rely on graphite. Rising costs could slow the transition to clean energy, increasing household energy bills, and delaying renewable energy projects. Consumer electronics. Devices like smartphones, laptops, and tablets depend on advanced battery technology. Higher raw material costs would likely be passed on to consumers, making everyday gadgets more expensive. Defense and aerospace. Graphite's role in advanced defense applications means that supply chain disruptions could have national security ramifications. From missile systems to stealth technology, the reliance on graphite is integral to maintaining technological superiority. For electric vehicles specifically, the stakes are substantial. Graphite represents 10% of an EV battery's manufacturing cost. If a 920% tariff were imposed, the price of EV batteries could skyrocket, pushing electric vehicles out of reach for the average consumer. According to Edmunds, the average cost of an EV in the US is already around $53,000. A significant increase could widen the affordability gap, leaving sustainable options available only to the wealthy. China's export controls are not just about graphite. They are part of a broader strategy to safeguard national security and maintain its influence in global supply chains. The country's 27.86% share of global graphite reserves, combined with its unparalleled refining capacity, gives it significant leverage in the market. This dominance enables China to exert influence over critical industries worldwide, from automotive manufacturing to renewable energy development. Even Brazil, the second-largest graphite producer with 74 million metric tons of reserves, relies on China for processing. This bottleneck ensures that any attempt to diversify supply chains often circles back to Chinese refiners. Other nations, including India and the European Union, are beginning to explore alternative sources, but these efforts remain in their infancy. For countries like the US, the challenge is particularly acute due to its limited natural graphite reserves and underdeveloped refining capacity. China's decision to tighten export controls has forced nations to rethink their strategies. However, while diversification is a long-term goal, building the necessary infrastructure and expertise takes years. For countries like the US, immediate alternatives remain scarce. Some argue that the US could use this opportunity to stimulate domestic production of graphite. Investments in synthetic graphite research, for example, might help reduce reliance on imports over time. According to industry expert Dr. Emily Carter, scaling synthetic graphite production to meet current demand will take at least 5 to 7 years of focused investment. However, scaling up domestic production to meet current demand would require significant time, coordination, and investment. Moreover, the environmental impact of new mining projects must be carefully managed to align with broader sustainability goals. Imposing a 920% tariff might seem like a bold move to protect domestic industries, but the cascading impacts could be severe. According to a Reuters analysis, such a tariff could double manufacturing costs for EVs and other battery-dependent products. This increase would ripple through the supply chain, affecting automakers, tech companies, and ultimately consumers. Higher costs for essential goods could also exacerbate inflation, further straining household budgets. China, meanwhile, is well positioned to weather these shifts. Its diversified buyer base ensures that its graphite exports remain in demand. Nations in Europe and Asia are actively seeking supply agreements, further weakening the US's negotiating position. The risk is clear. The US could find itself increasingly isolated in a rapidly evolving global marketplace. The potential consequences for consumers are equally dire. Families considering an EV to reduce gas expenses or households planning to install solar panels may be forced to delay these decisions due to rising costs. Higher prices in sectors like electronics and energy storage would disproportionately affect middle-class and lower-income families. The widespread repercussions could extend to rural communities, where access to affordable green technologies is already limited. Imagine a world where EVs become a luxury item rather than a practical choice for everyday drivers. The vision of a green future would become a privilege for the few rather than a shared global priority. A hypothetical scenario illustrates the impact. A family saving for years to buy an EV finds that rising costs have priced them out of the market entirely, forcing them to stick with a gas-powered car. Similarly, small businesses reliant on affordable energy storage might struggle to adapt, leading to reduced competitiveness and job losses. The U.S.'s reliance on Chinese graphite isn't new. In 2018, the Trump administration imposed a 25% tariff on synthetic graphite, only to grant exemptions for companies like Tesla. By 2023, these exemptions were still being extended, underscoring the challenges of replacing Chinese imports. Tesla's reliance on Chinese graphite highlights the broader difficulty in transitioning to alternative sources without significant disruption. The Biden administration's 301 tariffs, targeting commodities like semiconductors and aluminum, notably excluded graphite. Analysts at Bloomberg suggest this exclusion reflects graphite's critical importance to U.S. industries. Despite these exemptions, the U.S. remains heavily dependent on Chinese supply chains for critical materials. This dependency has left policymakers grappling with tough choices: prioritize short-term economic stability or pursue long-term resilience through diversification. There are pathways forward, but they require significant commitment. Developing a robust domestic graphite production industry would involve large-scale investments in mining, refining, and synthetic alternatives. In the interim, fostering partnerships with other graphite-producing nations such as India or Canada could mitigate supply chain risks. Policymakers must also consider investing in recycling technologies to reclaim graphite from used batteries and electronics, further reducing dependence on imports. The million-dollar question remains: will the U.S. take the gamble and impose a 920% tariff on Chinese graphite? Could this bold move secure its position in the EV market, or will it push American industries into an economic deadlock, leaving consumers to bear the brunt? Do you think the U.S. should prioritize diversifying supply chains or doubling down on domestic production? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're glad you're enjoying this video. Please like and subscribe. Check out another video that is now on your screen.